All right. So, I would like, first of all, good evening, good Friday evening here to everybody out here. I just got out of work, just got done um, shuttling older children to their jobs and et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. Um, so, I've got a few things that I'd like to say anyway. Maybe a couple apologies ahead of time. Okay, if that's all right with you out there. Number one, I apologize about yesterday's broadcast. The technical gremlins, were not on my side, and so that's why I apologize to the studio audience, to Tom Oniati, and about yesterday. And I'll get into that in a second. Um, my pre-code. What's up, buddy? Hope you're well. Your internet seems to be working okay tonight. Well, I hope it stays that way. Thank you, Mike. That's the thing I'm talking about briefly here. At least for the next couple weeks, this is going to be the scenario. I just never know what's going to happen. I know somebody joked in one of my streams about where where do you get your feed from? Ecuador, and I'm like going, look, um, the router is going bad. I know this much. Okay, I attempted to take a 25-foot Ethernet cable and connected it to this laptop from the router that's over there. And it's for some reason yesterday it wasn't going to work that way. I thought I was going to be cute and the reception would have been better, you see. And I know that it is kind of a sort of running joke over at Rachel Music Ma'am stream that that I, because of my frozen looks, like, or whatever the hell. I don't care. I take it with a damn grain of salt. That is what I got going here. It might seem to you that Ecuador would be yeah, yeah, no kidding, right? Well, I'm here in Northwest Arkansas, and our we only have one, no, two, I guess, two competitors for internet, and and that would be Cox Cable. I said Cox, but so I apologize about the breakdown in the internet yesterday, and hopefully this stream will go real nice. Hopefully, like I said, I did get some new subs, and I announced that yesterday before it all went screwy looey. I actually got some more subs since then, and so even with the mess ups, and so I thank everybody for that too. You are, oh, Central. You know what, Mike? I want to get out to Central Tennessee. I want to go to Tennessee, period. I want to go catch, firstly, Memphis. All right. Obviously, I want to go to Memphis to go see Sun and Stax. I have no desire to go see Graceland. I will go take a picture in front of the gates. That's it. I have no desire to go into Graceland. It's a tourist trap. I've seen enough of it anyway through the tour books and some small footage, and that's and he said Cox. You know what? Well, thank you, and I would love to. Geez, I keep saying this. I would, if I could save up the money, I almost wouldn't mind heading out there before the weather turns to shit in the fall. I think it'd be kind of neat to go out there. So yeah, Memphis for Sun and Stax. I want to go to Jackson for the Rockabilly Hall of Fame, if I remember correctly, and it also was the birthplace of Carl Perkins, if I remember correctly, also. And then Nashville, sort of, but I'm like, I want to go to the original Ryman Auditorium, not the one that they do now, because I think, if I remember correctly, that isn't the original Ryman. That's been the Ryman since the 70s, maybe the mid 70s. Um, yes. Oh, I would love to go to Dyersburg. Yes, a tri town that does Jack Daniels. I always thought that was crazy. Hi, is the cable okay? Well, Jeff, so far so good. We're uh, we're trying here. Yeah, touristy, huh? Downtown. So so here's the thing, okay? And I've only been doing these live streams for a couple months, and I enjoy doing these live streams. Now, I was at work today, okay? So I'm not going to say anything about, I guess, the ugliness that went down between two members of our VC because I don't know anything about it, nor do I really have a position to say anything about it. If it's one thing that I remember on the schoolyard when I was a kid, if the shit didn't involve you, you stayed out of it. Unless it involves you, then you go off and do what you need to do. That's why I called this "What's So Funny About Peace, Love, and Understanding." Yes, I heard there's some very good record shops. I'd like to go to Ernest Tubbs' record shop, actually, if it's still there. And so what I'm getting at, though, in my little forum here today, and for the 5 people watching, I know that in life, in VC and in life, it's not like roses and rainbows. See what I did there? That was a Danny Hutton solo reference. So we come here and we shoot the videos because we want to shoot the videos and because, well, I still probably would go just for the sake of it, just for the ambiance. The ambiance, yes. And so I guess what I'm getting at in my long wordedness is this. I do think that tempers or jealousies or anything can flare up very quickly in any medium you're in, whether it's real life. Oh, you like that, huh? Lovey, go get Gilligan. We're gonna have a threesome. Anyway, oh no. So the thing is, I guess what I'm getting at in my long-windedness is I've made this channel as a refuge from my life. Now, I love my kids and I love my grandkids and I love hanging with them. And of course, I love shopping for records. And I love hanging with my bestie, Donna Joe Cat Lady. And I loved calling my mom on the phone. I call my mother every day. Why? Because I want to and because I love her. And she's 75. And I know this sounds really crummy. You just never know. Right? Just like anything in life, you never know what's going to happen, good or bad. So you have to take everything as it comes, good or bad. Everyone out here, I've said this before, I'll say it again, is like my third family. My third family, okay? And I try to get along with everybody as best as possible. Why? Because I like it that way. That's why. Now, of course, if people start being douchey to me, then that's a different story. But guess what? I try not to be a douche here in the VC because I don't want to be a douche I'm a douche in real life. I'm kind of an asshole at my job because my job pisses me off. So I can get a little snarky. I can get a little sarcastic. I can, what was it? Somebody said a few days ago that I was trying to help a customer, okay? And that supposedly, and I mean this wholeheartedly, that they thought that I was talking down to them like a child. And I'm like, no. I said, I have to explain some of these things because the system isn't that easy. So I'm sorry, but that's on her. That interpretation is on her. I saw, oh, this island Earth. Yes, yes, yes. And you know, we're going to talk about sort of island Earth in a minute here or two. I got a small stack of stuff. I get along with most. There are a couple I've tried to get along with, but they prefer to attack me first. See, and it does happen. Hello there, dear. I'm glad to see you here. I am. So I will not talk about what I do not know. And because I try not to take sides on a situation I do not know about. And that's all there is to it. Now, I do want to throw this out there for you guys, okay? You guys ever want to talk to me outside of this place, okay? And I'll admit my time is kind of in slivers and slices. Go like me on Facebook. Like I said, Paul Pease is my name. Psycho's Platters, okay? Or Knights of the Round Turntable. I'm on all those on Facebook. You can go get me on Messenger. PSYKO_DJ@yahoo.com. You want to talk? We can do that. I used to be known, I guess, as the local friendly psychiatrist, especially in high school and college. People used to come to me with their problems. It's a lot easier for me to try to solve other people's problems, or at least listen to them, you see? So I make my silly videos as a mean of dealing with the insanity of those few. I don't hate anybody, but it's just how I deal with the hatred that's sent my way. You know what, Mike? I get that, okay? See, Lisa says, hi, Lisa. P no, PEASE, Mike. As in green peas with an E on the end. It's actually English. Peas with the E on the end is English. Yes, 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 ma'am. Hang on one second. I'm working on it because I was yippee yapping. So I guess just what I'm getting at is I try to do the best I can with what I have, and I try to be friendly with everybody. With everybody. Well, that don't mess with me. Yeah, I know. I pees every morning too. Too much. I have prostate issues. That was TMI. Anywho, so let's see. I guess we'll get off the sermonizing, right? Right. How about? No, 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 no. I know it's okay, Mike. I get it. I get it. Don't worry. So, hey, I went off. This was a CD find. Okay, I got a bunch of CDs here. I'm going to show you. I've been looking for this damn thing for almost 20 years, and I found it for $5 at an antique mall. Celebrate the Three Dog Night Story. Oh yes, yeah. There's a few unreleased things on here, demo type stuff, all kinds of goodies. And I was talking about Three Dog Night the other day, and I don't know if you're listening, Lisa, but the stream's up. That I put the link on. So. And it's in great shape, honestly. Comes with a nice booklet and all. Talk about a band that was so excellent, but yet had so much drama, and I didn't even know about it until I started reading. Yeah, well, yeah, it's a greatest hit. But like I said, there's a few bonuses thrown in on this too, Jeff. This would be one for you to seek out of all honesty. It is out of print. It is a double CD. And I think it came out in 93, it says. Came out in 93 on MCA. So that would be nice. Very cool. I had a friend donate about 40 albums to me as he's moving to Portugal. Ah, yes, there was one. Like I said, Three Dog Night is they didn't write too much, but boy oh boy, they took those cover songs and they made them justice, didn't they? They really, really did. So that was my CD find anyway. I got some vinyl, but we'll share that another time. Here's some signed stuff, people I met. How about that? Signed Bill Medley. Yeah, I met Bill Medley from the Righteous Brothers close to about 10 years ago, and he has activated the Righteous Brothers name again with a newer sort of person. Yes, yes, you're right. Mike, actually, I think I remember a Dick Clark New Year's Eve. I remember watching. I was a little boy, and I remembered thoroughly enjoying that. And like I said, we'll drop this in here for a link for certain people if they want to pop by. Did You see the cameo Bill did on what? You know, I think I did. I maybe could have sworn I thought maybe at 2 seconds I'm like, oh look, but I think it wasn't that long of a cameo, was it? I have to. I love Cheers. I remember watching it from the beginning to the end. This one here, really cool. I touched on this briefly in a different stream. Signed BJ Thomas. BJ Thomas right now, unfortunately, he's got stage 4 lung cancer. Prayers go out to BJ, please. I always liked his singing. I did. Had a big box of Star Trek, Doctor Who. Oh my God. What? Stolen out of it. Ah, damn it. I bet you had some good stuff in there, Jeff. I'm not going to lie. I'll bring this up really quick. For Star Trek, I got to find them and I'll show them someday. I just can't get to them right now. Leonard Nimoy. I met Leonard Nimoy. Oh man, that was like the coolest. All right, hang on a minute. And yes,
yes, that's me. That's me. I went to the thrift store and I actually posted a video. I like to do scheduling with my videos. So I schedule videos for Friday. And I went to the thrift store and some guy was like, oh, air supply. They're easy to find. I just wanted air supply. But I'm supposed to get a package from one of my friends.
Mm-hmm.
Because he sent me VCLT, so I'm really excited about that. I don't know what I'm getting 2 VCLTs, which I'm really excited. Yeah, Prague. Prague Hat's gonna send me some Prague. I told him I wanted to delve more into Prague, so he's gonna send me some Emerson, Lake and Palmer, which I already have a greatest hits, but he wants to send me the first album. He said I need the first album.
Mike, that's horrible.
I'm sorry about that. I can't really talk about the situation.
Wow. Speaking of waiting for packages, so get this. I'm just getting ready to sign on here to do this short stream, which I'll be on till about 11, guys, my time, Central Standard.
Oh, yeah.
So okay, so they sent the package. I make it sound mysterious, the package, from Nesmith's Video Ranch on the pre-order to the different drum CD, the signed ones. I felt so stupid because I thought I was going to get it today because it came out today, or at least the pre-orders were released today. Now it turns out that I will not be getting that product until Tuesday. So you're damn right. Tuesday or Wednesday, I'll be making a review episode on the Mike Nesmith Different Drum.
It's funny that
RCA recordings.
It's funny that you talk about Mike Nesmith because I was just watching Christian Nesmith's channel because you know who Christian Nesmith is, right? He does videos and singing with his girlfriend Cersei Link. And I was watching it, and you know, Christian Nesmith, he plays the guitar really well. Now, I don't know if Jonathan Nesmith does music. I don't think he's a musician, right? Jonathan's not a musician. Yes. I know Jessica is a musician. Jessica plays the bass. I've seen her pictures. And I think the youngest, Jason Nesmith, I think he does soundtracks for TV shows. But Christian Nesmith always tours with the Monkees. He's like a permanent member of the Monkees. So I was watching their cover they did of I Got You, Babe by Cher and Sunny. It was pretty cool. I just thought I'd mention that since you talk about Mike Nesmith.
Well, no, I'm glad you did. You're right, though. I'll tell you how I ended up knowing about Christian Nesmith in the Source Link is because 7A made an EP with Mickey Dolenz, and they all did. It's a wonderful EP. I don't think 7A has it anymore. You'd have to go seek out in the
or Discogs.
Oh yeah, it's a 4-song EP, and it's really worth it. Actually, he even does a Beatles cover, and he
Cool.
does do a Monkeys tune too. Um, but yes, I met Christian Nesmith. He was on the 2013 Monkeys tour, and so was Jessica Nesmith. I got to see her too. Very nice
Cool.
people, both of them were. I just didn't get to meet Mike. I met his offspring,
So,
just
you
didn't
know who
meet Mike.
else? You know who else tours with them is Coco Dolans.
Right. Yeah, she seemed nice
Mickey
too.
Dolans.
Yeah,
That's
it's like
Mickey
all the
Dolans.
yeah, all the peripheral met with us, no problem. It's just we couldn't get the elements. Hey Tim, you know what? Lisa, Tim says, "Hey Paul, Lisa, don't leave us."
No,
That's
no,
what
no.
Tim's saying.
I'm just gonna take like maybe a couple of weeks off, or maybe a month, and just reevaluate. Of course, I'm still gonna do the amoeba video.
Oh yeah, you got to do the amoeba
No,
video. We
so
want to
you
see
know what?
that.
I'll probably take a few weeks off and just focus on myself.
Yes,
But
Mrs.
I'm not going to delete my channel because Richard's mom reminded me you work too damn hard to get that many
You're
subscribers,
damn right.
and she
We
said you can
got
get
1,000
monetized.
people.
I know, it's crazy. When it first happened, I was like, "Whoa!"
I was going to say really quick, as far as for the Star Trek stuff, yeah, Leonard Nimoy was the only autograph I've got. I met Walter Koenig. He was really, really nice. I got to shake his hand.
Ooh,
I have a opportunity, and I might get it. Not now. My money's tight right now, but this guy pretty much he's got it in a binder, so I know where it's at. But he has got some early '90s Star Trek autographs, and he has got genuine 8x10s because he also had picture proof for some of this of James Doohan and William Shatner, and they're reasonably priced. And I'm just like, I think I'm going to pull the trigger and get those because, I mean, okay, Kirk is not my favorite Star Trek character. Spock was, and if anybody I'd want to meet, it would be Leonard Nimoy, DeForest Kelly, of course, he's gone, and James Doohan.
yeah.
Those were my top three, honestly, and then maybe
Sometimes
Ruru and Sulu and.
sometimes you got to spring for those kind of things. Like when I went to the 50th anniversary for Head, I had to go and spring for the autograph of Mike Nesmith. It was
Sure.
45 bucks. The book was 45 bucks, and I saw it on the table, and I was like, you know what? I have to get it. So I asked the guy, did Mike Nesmith sign this? And he goes, yeah, he signed on the third page. So when I
Nice.
was talking with this guy was joking around with me. He goes, you're a young fan. And I go, yeah, I'm a young fan, but sometimes you got to spring for autographs. You got to pay a little and get an autograph from someone you love, because at the end of the day, it's good to have something from someone you adore, someone you admire within your collection.
That's
So
right.
if you get to meet, well, did you ever meet DeForest Kelly?
No, oh, I wanted to though. But see, here's the thing. Of course, obviously, his role in Bones was iconic, but I actually remember him in a bunch of westerns. You see, and I'm a sucker for a good TV western or even a movie western, the old timey stuff. And he was really good as a good and bad guy in westerns. And I'm just like, I would have gone up to him and just simply asked him some questions about the westerns. When I met. When I met Walter Koenig, I didn't ask him a Star Trek question. I asked him, I said, hey, I heard that you are producing or directing a sci-fi movie. Is this correct? And he started talking about the project, and that, yes, he filmed, I think, some of it in Toronto at the time, where his son, who, of course, ended up being gone. I can't remember if it was shortly before the movie was done or after the movie was done. But his son, who actually was on Growing Pains, the '80s show, he passed away in a not nice way, and I didn't, so. But I asked him that question when I met Leonard Nimoy. I didn't ask him about Star Trek. I went and I sent to him, I said, firstly, I said, I love your book on photography. I said, there was some striking images in that book. And I didn't bring any Star Trek memorabilia for him to sign. I got his books. I'm gonna go look. I'm gonna go look for 2 seconds. You talk, Lisa.
Okay. I want to hear your story, Jeff Kendall, about Michelle Nichols. I've never met any of the Star Trek cast. I would have loved to met Anton. I think it's Anton Chekovich, or is it No, it's Anton Yelchin. Anton Yelchin played the newer version of Chekhov. I would love to have met him.
Wasn't that the guy that somehow the gate malfunctioned and it killed him?
Yeah,
I couldn't believe that.
Yeah,
Right,
I would love to have met him.
Big for a minute. So I met Mr. Nimoy in 2007. Wow. He was over. I know I'm so behind on the comments here. Hang on. So in 2007, I met him, and he was coming for a 40th anniversary Star Trek Q&A. He brought the infamous blooper reel. Okay, so here's the thing. The theater that he came to Crystal Lake, Illinois, that's where I grew up, like through the whole 70s. The venue used to be a movie theater, and then they turned it into a fancy pants, 1,000-seater performing arts center. Okay, they still could show movies, but they would have special guests. And when I found out about Leonard Nimoy, and of course the tickets, I couldn't afford it. Okay, so I said to my buddy Scott, I said, look, I know the ins and outs of this theater. I said, let's go several hours before. I said, I bet you we can meet him. I bet you. So the thing is, I parked off to the side of the place in an open parking lot. There was no fence. There was no security at that time. There was a small row of hedges that you could get through. It's kind of half dark, so it wouldn't have been really good. I didn't get a picture with him, but that's all right. So me and Scott, with a sack of White Castles, we're waiting. And I said, okay. I said, he won't be driving because obviously I'm assuming he went from O'Hare. Someone else will be driving. He'll be in the passenger, but it could be a rental car or it could be somebody from here. I said, but it's going to be one or the other. Sure enough, within 5 minutes, an orange car pulls up with Illinois plates. He gets out. Scott and I just quietly and slowly went across the hedge. There were 2 other people that scared the shit out of us because we thought we were the only ones there. They popped out of the hedges. They ended up, he was nice. There was only 4 of us. So he was nice to everybody. But the one guy he was organized at least. He had a clipboard, but he had all the Star Trek DVD covers. And would you believe he signed them all? My buddy Scott brought Star Trek comics. And so this is an original press. I picked this up for 50 cents at a library book sale. This is the 1975 I Am Not Spock, Leonard Nimoy. Ooh. All right. Yes. And so for many, many years, that's what he said. And then he finally admitted, I am Spock. So, and then
nice.
So here was the question that I asked him. I said first I talked about the photography book, but then I said I'll make myself small again in a second. So I said to him, Mr. Nimoy, you did such a great show in the 70s called In Search Of, and I don't know if anybody in the studio audience is going to remember In Search Of. It was a BBC production, and he would pretty much narrate it, but he would show up at the beginning and he'd show up at the end. For example, In Search of the Loch Ness Monster, In Search of the Noah's Ark, In Search of all of these, the Lost Covenant, things like that. Okay. And so I thought those damn things were fascinating, and they'd be on the weekends, Channel 9 in Chicago. And I love those damn things. And I went up to him and I said, Mr. Nimoy, I said, I thought those shows were so awesome. And I said, what would be really, really cool? I said, for some reason, and I know he did a bunch of episodes, but it's like if he could take select episodes, stick them on a DVD or Blu-ray, and he would add updates to the stories from the 70s, because this was a 70s show. And so, would you believe he had that deer in the headlight look when I told him that? He turns to whoever his assistant was and says, "Jot down, I want to contact BBC this week." No shit. And I'm like going, yes. I said, once in a while, I can put a little bug in someone's ear on that. So that's my Leonard Nimoy story. I have a by George Takei.
I don't really have a Leonard Nimoy story, but the library that I worked at, we had the Leonard Nimoy book where he, was helping babies or something. You remember?
Right.
Leonard Nimoy wrote a book about. It was like a self-help book. I remember reading it, but yeah.
Yes, Jeff. Would you tell us the Nichelle Nichols story, please?
Would you
want to come up? You want to come on here and tell us, because I
want to hear it.
I'll drop another link again. I would like to hear the story if you feel like coming on. Okay, hang on a second here.
Speaking of White Castle, I feel like White Castle is something you eat at 12 a.m. in the night after you've seen a show. It's just that kind of food.
I love White Castle. We don't have any down here.
We don't have any out here, I don't think. But they have them in the market. You can get White Castle in the market.
You're right, Mike Precoat. He was in an episode of Twilight Zone, and I cannot remember the damn premise, but I remember seeing it, though, a long time ago. In Search, I was inspired by the Chariots of the Gods movie. I'm not going to lie to you, Tim. I don't know if I saw that movie. Something tells me I did, but I'm not sure. So somebody brought up Doctor Who real quick. I wish I could tell you I met some doctors. I have not, but I do have autographs from the 5th Doctor, Peter Davidson, and Sylvester McCoy, because my friend went to the cons and got me signed magazines and such. Hello, Jeff.
I love these chats because they're very nerdy, and I'm appreciating all the nerdy things you guys. Comic books, and now Leonard Nimoy, and I want to hear his story.
Double spot.
Okay.
I'm gonna make it big, Jeff.
Okay. My wife and I used to go to the Star Trek conventions in Oklahoma City, and they would have a Star Trek regular there usually, and you'd have signed autographs and everything. One year, we went, and Nichelle Nichols was the guest. And She was really nice. She was signing autographs and everything and singing a little bit and that sort of stuff. And at this convention, it was a weekend convention. On Friday night, they have kind of a adult get-together to have drinks and that sort of stuff. So it was like 11 o'clock. My wife and I were sitting in there having a beer and just shooting the breeze. And I turned my beer up to drink it, and I felt somebody put her arm around my shoulder. I turned around, and it was Nichelle Nichols.
Nice.
Now, I swear this happened. Now, this was about 1990. My wife and I were married in 1987, so I was about early 30s, and my wife was in her late 20s.
Uh-huh.
Nichelle said she was watching the two of us walking around the convention, and would like to know if we would like to go up to her room for a drink.
Huh.
Wow.
And we almost did. I kind of said, well, I looked at her and she looked at me, and,
Yeah.
But it's kind of like, really? Was I seduced by Lieutenant Uhura?
Nice.
My dad turned down John Wayne when he asked him for breakfast. So.
Yeah, that was a long time ago, but that's the only thing that crazy that ever happened to me at a convention.
You should have took a drink with her. I don't know why. I would have. I don't know.
I would have.
I would have.
I mean, it was 11 o'clock, and my wife was going too, so it's kind of like,
Yeah, that situation would have been really weird because you're with your wife, and then she's inviting you for drinks. Mm-hmm. And you know what happens when people drink, things get
But I mean, part of you thinks, here I am with my wife and this pretty good looking black woman and I've been married. I don't want to mess up my marriage, So what happened? We said no. So
Did she want to have a little something, something? I don't know. I'm just asking because
well,
she saw the opportunity. She's
the
like,
way she was talking to me, in the early '90s, she was still pretty hot, and it's possible, but we'll never know because.
yeah, I totally feel you. There's
Mm-hmm.
been situations where I could have met a celebrity, but I'm like,
Yeah.
nah, I'll put it off. And now I think, oh my God, I should have gone and met them.
Yeah, and my wife was Armin Shimmerman knocked my wife down, and she was about to give birth to my son. Oh, I'm sorry. She gave us free lunch. She gave us free pictures and all kinds of
Nice.
stuff. Yeah.
Yeah.
But we met all. James Doohan was so nice. George Takei we met right after Gene Roddenberry died.
Well, I love George Takei.
Yeah.
I used to follow him on Facebook. He made the most random posts.
Walter Koenig, we met him. We met the lady who played the Klingon, the female Klingon on the Next Generation. She was Worf's love interest in the early days. So I think her name was Susie something or other. Susie Plaxton or whatever.
Maybe.
Yeah, I believe that's her name. We met her, and we met the guy who played Wesley Crusher, and he was an asshole. And then
that happens. You meet some celebrities that are assholes.
Oh yeah, but no, the only really fun we had dinner with Sylvester McCoy, who was Doctor Who #7.
Nice.
Nice. Now I'm jealous.
Yeah.
I love Doctor Who.
Like, see, and I told you I was moving out of my house last year into this apartment, and some people broke into my house and stole. My wife had an autographed Who box set, autographed by Roger Daltrey, Pete Townsend, and John Entwistle.
Oh,
yeah, yeah, mm-hmm. And a whole bunch of autographs, and they took at everything.
I feel you. My dad has a signed Pete Seeger book, and my mom dumped it out.
Yeah.
And he doesn't know where it is. Mm-hmm. My mom dumped out his signed books.
Yeah.
And oh yeah, I heard about Will Wheaton. Will Wheaton, I heard, is a mixed bag when you meet him. Nice and he's rude.
But most of the Star Trek people are so nice,
Yeah, I would have loved to have met George and Nichelle, and I guess Nichelle, I feel bad. She's got dementia now, I guess, and that's kind of the end of that. I'm half excited for cons to come back, but I mean, like, we're going to have a con literally here in town. They announced it'll be in August. They're the couple big. They're not even really big names, but I appreciate the attempt that they're doing. I know of the Power Rangers because some of my kids watched them, but it's the original Red Ranger. He's coming, and C.J. Graham, who was Jason in Friday the 13th Part 6, and then there's some other ones, but the one in Little Rock that'll be in September, like about a week or two before my birthday. They haven't mentioned many names yet except one. And it's not a sci-fi thing, although he was in a couple movies that were really lousy. But I, of course, am an old school wrestling fan, and Sting is going to be there for the Saturday.
Have you met any wrestling people?
Oh, God, I've met tons. But Sting is going to dress up in his Crow outfit. In other words, looking like the Crow with the baseball bat. And I'm like, oh, my God. I said, I've always liked Sting, even when he started out as the beach surfer dude. I'm like, I always just liked his wrestling style. Oh, here we go. I think you said this the other time, Mike. Sting's a wrestler. Yes, in fact, he had to wrestle Stuart Copeland and Andy Summer to get out of the band. There's where we can start.
He was in the Field of Dreams, That's what Sting was doing, He was telling Stuart Copeland, I'm sending you an SOS.
Trish. Hi, Trish. Always,
I love that. I love that song, by the way. Message in a Bottle. I love that song.
Yes. You know, I think truthfully, my favorite song from the Police, Walking on the Moon.
That's a
I've
good one
always
too.
liked the way that goes because it's reggae. He even admitted, because they were huge into reggae, and you can hear it. You can hear it in their influence, but it's like just that song, and then just that do do do, and it's like that whole the echoing of the sticks and everything. And I'm like, and the story went supposedly. I remember this in an interview that Sting said. Originally, it wasn't going to be called Walking Around. It was going to be called Walking Around the Room, because what happened is he was drunk. He was 3 sheets to the wind and then some, and he like was spinning and landed on the floor, and he's looking up, and for some reason when he woke up the next morning, he started writing the lyrics, but he's like, walking around the room, that's stupid. So he changes it to Moon, and then does the whole reggae feel to it. And I like that shit.
It is
I
good.
do. Yes, the first 3 albums, yeah. But I'm not going to lie to you. I think my first Police album that I heard in its entirety, Synchronicity 2 came out in '83, but I only do the videos. My friend let me borrow his Ghost in the Machine on cassette. That ended up being the first Police album I ever bought, and that one always holds near and dear to me because it gives me good memories. I don't care for Synchronicity so much. But Ghost in the Machine, like those first 3, and then up to Ghost, it was like some of the best. But
Yeah, those are good albums.
I wish they'd get back together. You know, I know there's too much egos going on, but come on, give us a 4-song strong EP. Remember, kids, strong EPs beat shitty albums any day of the week.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, I want to bring up a show in a second here. It's fun. It is fun, and it's sci-fi related.
Ooh, sci-fi.
Well, yes. I'm going to make myself big for a second again, guys. Make myself big. This show.
Oh, yeah.
My God.
Oh, yes.
Yeah.
I love that show.
I'm going to sound like a commercial. All right.
Mhm.
I don't know. Lisa, I know that you're on my Facebook. Jeff, you just got on my Facebook too, if I remember right.
Yeah.
I've been sharing on my Facebook, but I'm going to let everybody else know out there. There is 7 days left. Mystery Science Theater has started another Kickstarter campaign. Go look for it if you're a fan of this show. What it is Joel is back in a second, like he was in seasons. Huh?
In the old days?
Well, okay. See, Joel in the last 2 seasons was on a handful of episodes playing backup characters because they've got that guy Jason. It's still the same lineup, but Joel said, and I thought this was really, really cool, that if they make it to the 4.4 million mark, he will don the red jumpsuit again for 1 episode. And I'm like, holy shit, because Joel's my favorite. Now, I like Mike, okay? Don't get me wrong. Yeah. And I've heard some of the riff tracks, and I think they're fine too. But so there's 7 days left. There's a bunch of rewards. They are up to, as of last time I checked, 3.77 million. If they get to 4.4, there'll be 9 new episodes. So there's 6. There will be 6 new episodes guaranteed. And get this, they're not going to do it through a network because the Netflix thing, even though they appreciated it originally, Netflix kind of dropped the ball.
Yeah.
And and so that's what we're talking about here. So go, if you're interested in helping them out, go check Kickstarter.com, Mystery Science Theater 3000, and you'll figure it out from there. Or look up on Facebook MST3K, and you'll figure it out. I have been a big fan of theirs for many, many years, but I'm not going to lie, I didn't see them originally from 88 to 99. I was a latecomer to the game on this, so I've probably liked them for about 15 years now. Never watched a whole episode. It didn't hold my attention well enough. Yeah, I can get that. There's some films that they do. Like, okay, I know there's got to be really something wrong with me because you mystery science people are going to get this. I've seen Manos Hands of Fate 3 times. Three
Yeah.
times.
Mm-hmm.
There's got to be something wrong in the noggin. Getting through one is bad enough, but then I had to show friends. I'm still surprised they're my friends. So I've seen it 3 times, but even in my opinion, that wasn't the shittiest movie I've seen on Mystery Science Theater. It was the Wild World of Batwoman.
Okay.
That was the shittiest movie. That even beats Manos.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I mean, but I mean, there's some of those movies. Oh my God. Like I think tonight, but they're going to air it again. They're putting a new one, Quest of the Delta Knights. I never even heard of it, but they're riffing it tonight for a stream, and I'm going, oh my God. So I love all that shit. Joel and the original crew are always going to be my favorite. I've got
me too.
I got some of the box sets with the little figures. I've got Gypsy and Servo and Crow. I've got them somewhere. I do, but oh God, wait a minute. My Plan 9. Oh yeah, you know what? I forgot about Plan 9. Oh, that was.
I feel you about not watching a whole episode of a TV show. I feel you because I try to watch Game of Thrones and I just couldn't. I just couldn't get into it, no matter how many times I tried.
That's right. I'm a big fan of the earlier ones with Joel myself, but the ones with Mike are okay. I thought they kind of ran it to the ground towards the end with the mother of Dr. Clayton Forrester. I think they should have ended it.
Shows should end when they know the show is not doing good. Like, why continue a show when it's already been good? Why? If it's going bad, you should end the show and just leave it on a good note.
Yeah.
I watched it on Netflix because one day I was curious. I was like, what is this show? So it was on Netflix.
When my son was real little, we made a VHS of, all the little skits with the robots. Because my son said, Daddy, these are better than cartoons. So he has a 2-hour block of all those, and he was loving those. And he used that tape until it literally fell apart.
Well, my boyfriend loves Game of Thrones. He's seen every season. He's obsessed with that show. And he tried to get me to watch it. He even gave me his HBO. And I just couldn't get into it. I watched like 3 episodes and I was like, enough with it. But yeah.
My wife. Go ahead.
Oh, I just was gonna say, I think the last time I attempted to watch any show, and I can't remember why we stopped, but when Jess was alive, Breaking Bad, we started watching like the first couple episodes, and I don't, I mean, I like Bryan Cranston. Don't get me wrong. It's just for some reason it didn't work.
Yeah, I watched like a season of Breaking Bad. And then I gave up after 1 season of it. I was like, what is this show and why is everybody obsessed with it?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, my wife and I used to watch a lot of that sort of stuff. Star Trek and Doctor Who. There's another show that the guy who did the Daleks did, if you've ever heard of it, called Blake 7.
I've never heard of it.
It's pretty good about a future show. Yeah. And
the shows I've seen are a lot of like BBC shows, like Sherlock. I've seen Sherlock. I've seen Firefly, Stargate Atlantis. I think that's what it's called.
Yeah,
I've seen some of the shows they had out there.
Some Canadian stuff that my wife and I were watching. The show called Once a Thief, and there was a show on Canadian television. It was over here on CBS called Forever Night, about a vampire policeman that came out in the 1990s.
Barely remember that. Barely.
My wife used to write a lot of fan fiction. And if you ever find a zine with the name Katrinka Kendall, that's my late wife. And she wrote a Forever Night fan story, and the producers wanted to adapt it as an episode.
Ooh,
And
that
Your
would
but
be
wife,
sweet.
it was canceled after 3 seasons, though. See,
Oh.
because they
Yeah.
dumped it on USA here at like 3 a.m.
How good USA. Oh, I remember that on that channel.
Oh
that channel is gone and put reality TV. That's all
Right.
it is nowadays. It's reality TV.
hmm
It's just the Chrisleys and some other TV reality shows.
hmm But my
So,
wife and I. Oh, go ahead.
no, it's okay. With Mike here, of course, he probably caught the reference of why I called it. What's so funny about peace, love, and understanding was, of course,
Yeah.
the current situation. But I thought I would make an Elvis Costello pun. Of course, that's why. That's why.
Mhm.
I'm just gonna keep going, Jeff. Sorry.
Well, my wife and I had a massive collection of DVDs, and I sold off a lot of stuff when she passed away. A lot of things. There was stuff that my wife would buy, and I found them still in the wrapper. We never had time to watch it. All
Wow.
sorts of stuff. If you think about it, she probably bought it. And
Yeah,
I
she
just
liked to keep things in a shrink, like record
yeah,
collection.
yeah. And there's certain things I can't watch Doctor Who anymore. Because it gets me too emotional. And
I
now,
feel you. I
how-
feel you.
yeah,
I totally
and
feel you.
yeah. I mean, we had a house, and after my wife died, I lost the house, and I moved over here by my son, and I had to get rid of a lot of that kind of stuff.
Nick
I have a
Lowe
little
is
bit.
awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah, I feel you about, there's
Mhm.
certain things I can't listen to because it reminds me of my ex. And I'm
Yeah.
like, I stay away from it.
hmm
Because I listen to that song or I watch that movie and I'm like, oh, great. It reminds me of him.
Yeah.
Yeah. Hello.
Hi, Richard.
Hey. But my wife and I were married 32
Come on
years.
up, Richard, if you want.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's awesome. You were married for a long time.
Yeah. She died of cancer a couple of years ago.
Oh, I'm sorry about that. I know how that feels. I recently lost my aunt to colon cancer.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's
My
never
wife.
fun.
Yeah. This cancer is terrible.
It is.
She was going back and forth to a hospital here, and they sent her to a hospital in Oklahoma City for a leg operation so she could walk better. And they figured out she had cancer in 4 different places.
Wow.
Damn.
And
I'm sorry, Jeff.
I'm doing good, Macca. I'm doing fantastic now.
But I mean, that was a couple of years ago, and she's gone. She's in a better place, and I
always believe people go to a better place. I believe, everybody has, or I know some people aren't religious, but I believe that, God has a purpose for everybody. That's what I believe.
If it wasn't for my son, I probably would have killed myself. I don't know.
Trust me, Jeff. You don't want to go down that route. I tried twice, and it just was not a good idea. I ended up in group therapy.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I live right out. I can walk out the back door of my apartment, and maybe 3 feet, and then my son's back door. So I live right.
You know what? I think your son is here because your son is here to remind you that there's more to life, and you should still continue.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Because your son is a reminder or something you had from your wife that reminds you to keep going.
Oh yeah, we're real
That's
close.
what I always believe.
Mm-hmm. And Sunday night I try to get when I'm on the chat with Doc. Okay, Doc, it's after 5. I go I go eat with my son on Sunday night. There.
That's good.
Some TV or something like that. So we're real close.
Oh, I
felt bad. I was going to go on Doc's stream, and unfortunately, by the time I caught it, he just got done. I'm like, damn it.
I feel you, Mike. Chemotherapy is not fun at all because my cousin, who's 30 years old, is currently she's 31. She's going through chemotherapy. It's just not fun.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, they caught it too late.
That's the same thing that happened with my aunt. What happened was they caught it way too late, and there was no saving.
She had part of it was brain cancer, And when the
Wow.
doctor said it was when you have brain cancer, you might as well, you know.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
Yeah, but you know what? You know what? At least you had 32 wonderful years with her.
Mhm.
That's the upside to it. You got
Yes.
32 years with her,
Yeah.
and you got a son.
Yes,
You got a
actually, we
son
were
that loves
dating 2 years before that, so it was actually almost 35 years. So that wasn't too bad, you know.
you.
Pretty
No,
good,
I
pretty
mean,
good
you
time.
lasted longer than a lot of Hollywood marriages.
Yeah, yeah, quite a bit.
In
Uh-huh.
Hollywood, a year is a long time.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah, at least you get to see your son on Sundays, and
yeah.
you guys get to share the good memories and
Hmm.
have dinner. That's a good thing.
We have. I give him his personal time because he went through a kind of a was married. He went through a divorce, and he's the kind of young man he's never gonna be with another lady ever again. You always hear that, and I told him he's going to find a lady one of these days. Just going to turn his head around, you know.
Oh, trust me.
So yeah,
Trust me. The second one could always be the one. I
right.
know a relative got married to the second person, and they've been together
Mhm.
for a very long time.
Oh yeah, and like me, I'm dating again. I met a lady from Oklahoma City, you know.
Ooh,
So she's a widow. I'm a widower, and her husband died from cancer. Wow.
isn't it amazing how
Wow.
God put you two together?
Hmm.
Yeah, it's amazing. You two
Yeah,
both have a shared experience.
yeah, yeah, yep.
That's funny you bring that up though, because literally I get out of work tonight,
Hmm.
okay, and I stop at a regular gas station here in my town here in Arkansas.
Hmm.
And there was this lady who works there, and she was sitting there, a smoker, but what are you gonna do?
Yeah, yeah.
And the thing was is I talked to her, and I like she sounded familiar, but not quite. But what was funny that the conversation starter was she was wearing a crystal. Now she says she's not new age; she's just a hippie chick.
Yeah.
I think she's about my age or maybe slightly older. And the thing is we were like this for 15, 20 minutes. And I simply said to her at the end, I said, I said, thank you. I needed this today, and I hope you enjoyed the conversation too. I said, I hope we can get to do this again sometime. And it's just I just loved her positive, laid back attitude because I'm a crab ass. I'm a
Yeah.
son of a bitch outside of here. And I don't like being that way. And I don't want to use this as an excuse, okay? Because I guess
Hmm.
I'm using this as a crutch for an excuse. But ever since the wife and the dad died, and then I had friends pass on in the last 2 years, and I've been bitter and I need to let it go. And it's
Yeah.
hard sometimes.
Hmm.
Jeff, can I ask you something, please?
What's
You
that?
don't. You could say "fuck off" to me or whatever, but let me ask you. Let me ask you something. I like, for example, I have gone. I mean, I'm glad you have your son there. Okay, every week. Have you attempted to go to a grief share program like I did?
I did a little bit. Had talked about
Because
some
that's a
stuff.
good. Did
Yeah.
you?
Hmm. Yeah,
Okay,
I did.
that's
Yeah, I
good.
was gonna. Yeah, I
Yeah.
was going to tell you about this lady I'm going out with. Her name is Joy, and we met on one of those dating sites. And she paid me a compliment a few months ago. She said before me, she dated about at least 8 to 10, as many as a dozen guys. And I'm an older man. I'm 60, and I think Joy is in her mid 50s. And she said I was the only man who didn't want to jump into bed with her after a couple of days.
I have respect for guys like that.
You know,
Exactly.
I mean, hey, if it happens, it happens. But I'm not,
Right.
you know what I mean? I mean, she's good at snuggling and she's a great kisser, but that's all.
And
You know?
she's probably, you can watch Netflix with her.
Yeah, I mean, if she wants me, grab me by the arm and take me in the bedroom. Other than that, we won't discuss it. You know?
She's bringing
Huh,
joy into your life.
Yeah.
that is awesome. And
She
see,
just,
just I can tell by the smile and in the joy in your voice.
hmm.
Give me 1 second because
Uh-huh.
Mike is asking me. All
Okay.
right. Da Bears. the Bears, sausage, the balls, Ditka, Coach Ditka. there's your,
You should
there's
say
your
it in
word.
say it in New York
I can't, but that's wonderful news.
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
wonderful news.
We have a
I'm
date
telling
tomorrow
you.
night, and then she likes to go fishing. So
That's a
it's
win-win situation there.
fishing season. So, and then she also, if we have it, she wants me to take her to the state fair. They canceled the state fair last year. 'Cause if they have it, she wants me to take her to the state fair, walk around the state fair, and get sick on food and everything. So,
That's
So
Oklahoma City for the state fair, right? Or Tulsa?
yeah, Oklahoma City, OKC.
Okay.
Mhm.
I'm not
Yeah.
gonna lie, I've never been to OKC. I need to rectify that.
Mhm.
I remember when Jess was alive, we were gonna go do like a weekend trip, and go catch the Thunder because she actually liked basketball a little bit. That surprised me.
Mhm.
But we were gonna go catch the Thunder and then go see all the sites around OKC.
Mhm. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, I mean, she's, we text daily and what's going on. And she works for the Oklahoma Tax Commission. So she's been hip deep in taxes. And she
Oh
told me,
boy.
yeah, she told me if you don't take me out again, she's going to beat me.
She's
So,
gonna have the IRS come out.
yeah. So I'm going to take her out tomorrow night again. Yeah.
Yeah, you better take her to a nice restaurant.
Yeah, we will.
Take her to the Golden Corral. Just kidding.
We've been there already. There's a place called Outback Steakhouse we like to go.
Oh yes, they have that out here.
They have wonderful steaks.
Not a lot of locations out here anymore, but they
Mhm.
do have a couple.
Mhm. But there's like 40 restaurants. We'll just hit this one. We'll hit that one. And we just enjoy our company.
Yeah.
That's why
If you learn one thing in life, Jeff, you just agree with whatever restaurant you want to go to, and you're good to go.
Yeah.
You just say yes, dear. Yes, dear. You want to go to Taco Bell? Okay.
No.
No, like my boyfriend one time, he was tired of arguing with me. He's like, fine, we'll go to Subway.
Mm-hmm. And we haven't really had a disagreement. We talk about stuff, What do you think about this? Oh, okay. What do you think about that? So
it's good to find someone that you love
mhm.
and someone that you cherish. Like when you get that one person, you just feel happy. Like my boyfriend will send me random texts, and he'll be like, "Morning, you want to go to the record store?" He goes, "May, we'll go to the record store."
Yeah. It's like
Because he wanted to make sure it waited for the vaccine to wear off.
We had a big snowstorm in Oklahoma, and we were going to have a Valentine's Day date. Well, we had to put that date off for like 3 weeks. So I put her big box of Valentine candy in the freezer and froze it.
There you go.
Yeah. So she said it was fresh. So, so it was great.
Hello, the Elvis vinyl guy. I don't know your name, but hello.
So I mean,
I feel like an idiot. I should know it too, but I don't have my book on me. I'm doing good. Everybody's here doing good and having fun. That's what this is all about. Hearing Jeff's wonderful story, and I agree with you, Mike. You are so right. But I was young and stupid, so I mixed it up a little back then.
You got to have communication and trust in a relationship. Right. You don't have that, then the relationship itself can't work. And you also got to make sure you make time for each other.
Right.
By whether it be communicating with someone or seeing them once a week.
Because she lost her sister about 6 weeks ago. And I had to go several weeks without seeing her. I said, now, Joy, you need to be with your family. And she said, okay. She said, thank you so much for telling me that. I agree. Because one of her nieces is one of her sister that died. And she has to go through her house. And it was a difficult stuff. I said, go ahead, Joy. You can text me later. And she said, thank you so much. And
take the time you need. Take the time you need because grieving is some people it takes years for them to get over things.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, we've been together since last October, and who knows?
No, that's the wrong answer, Mike. Your best friend should be your Chihuahua.
Oh boy.
I'm just kidding. My boyfriend's my best friend, but my Chihuahua is second.
Yeah,
we
like
love cooking.
my wife was my best friend, but now this lady I met, Joy, is kind of helping me with my broken heart. So,
You're bringing joy into your life.
Yep, she's real sweet.
See, I think God does put people
Yes, I
in
have a
people's
Chihuahua.
life at the right time.
Yeah.
You know, and that you're
I believe that.
seeing prime example of that. You are.
I believe
Awesome.
I totally believe that. I believe that you don't find the person finds you when you need them.
Yeah.
So joy came into your life because you needed someone, and joy came at the right time, and joy's bringing joy to your life.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah. Like I wasn't even looking for a boyfriend, and then my boyfriend Lewis came into my life, and it was an unexpected surprise, but it was great, you know?
Yeah.
Because I wasn't actively looking for somebody. He just came into my life, and we went to our first concert, and that's still the deal.
Yeah.
What was your first concert?
Bastille in 2014. We've been dating for 7 years.
Oh, okay.
Hey,
Yeah.
Jeff, what about you?
Well, we've just been to a lot of restaurants, and actually, I couldn't call her my girlfriend. She wants to take things slow. I kind of think we might be building a foundation, you know, because we talk daily. What do you think about this? Oh, we'll go there. We'll do this. You know, I've met two of her sisters, and both of them, one from California, one from around here, and they say he seems like a nice guy. So, you know, okay.
Nice.
Yeah, God does amazing things. It's amazing. It's amazing the things that God has blessed me with. Every time I feel down, I think, you know, God wants me to continue. He doesn't want me to give up. Because I always hear him saying it in the back of my head, don't give up, Lisa.
Yeah. That's the same thing with me,
I know
too.
some people are not religious, but that's how I feel.
Don't get down. I mean, you know, don't get depressed. My dad always told me to try to get positive, think positive.
I try, Jeff, but there are some times when I do get really depressed.
Yeah, I know. Yeah,
you know, it's not easy. I take medication for it.
Yeah. And so that's really it. That's, you know.
So how long have you been with Joy?
Well, we started talking last August. And we talked for 2-3 months, and then we decided to, in October last year, we decided to go out. And there was just something about her. We talked for an hour and a half and ate dinner and everything. And I was walking her out to her car, and she took some food, and I handed it to her, and she had me lean. She actually gave me a kiss.
Ooh.
Like, oh yeah. So like, oh, okay, maybe this thing is going. So, you know.
Nice.
Yeah.
Nice. She took the initiative. She's like, I'm going to seal the deal.
Yeah.
That's what I did. I told my boyfriend, hey, I want to go out with you. And he never had a girl ask him out. And he's like, okay. So that's what I did.
Yeah, like she's real nice because she knows I was married, and, you know, but she's real nice about it. And
she understands because she's been through the situation. So she's patient because she knows. Yeah, marriage is not for everybody.
Yeah. And actually, I'll tell you, I wasn't going to tell you about it. Joy, the lady I'm going out with, is black.
Yeah. Oh, that's cool.
And she looks like, do you remember the actress Jackie A, who was on 227?
Oh, yeah, I think I know what you're talking about.
She's on Days of Our Lives now. That's what Joy looks like. So.
Sorry I am late to the party.
So
well, it's really all good. You know. Better late than never, Mason.
Yep.
Paul.
Yes.
I don't mean to be I really don't mean to be a drama starter, but why is this guy in here? Why is this guy in the peanut gallery?
Okay, look. I have no issues with anybody in the peanut gallery or on screen. If and that's all there is to it. Now, if somebody does create things, then obviously we know where we're going to put them. But you know what? I have done all these streams for quite a while, and he has been very respectful to me, and I'm respectful to him. And I just
Well,
I try to be respectful to
just,
everybody.
you know what? Just as long as he's respectful here, but
Yep.
I
got no beef with anybody.
It's come to my understanding that he's very not respectful
Yeah.
at other places, so you got to keep that in mind.
I completely understood and heard all sides around.
Look.
Like I said, I have an open show as best as possible. I love you guys. I love everybody here, and I know that may sound a little bit too much, but it's true. You guys are part of my world here.
At the end of the day, I can't tell Paul who to keep on his stream or who not to keep on. It's his stream. Mm-hmm. Even though I may disagree with what Mike says and don't agree with some of the things he says, he has a right to, I guess, be on Paul's stream because Paul doesn't have any issues with him. Yeah.
I got no issues with anybody, so I'm all good for now.
There's only one person I have issues with, and you know who that is? I'm going to say it on the stream, and if anybody watches, it's a lady that I used to work with named Sherry. Oh, I hated that biatch. Okay, there. I said it. She was, oh my God. You ever work with somebody that was just so, she would always want everything a certain way.
Her name was Alex, and she was a bitch.
I'm just saying, that's when people see me in the streams, they're like, oh, you have issues with people here. I don't. Only Sherry, and she worked with me for many years.
Yeah.
I survived Alex, and I love how at the end, because she got downsized. The bitch got downsized. So she's trying to be all nicey with me. At the end, and she goes to me as she's leaving, she goes, bye, Paul. I go, the exit's goddamn that way. Don't let it hit you on the way out.
I understand, Mike, but I have one request for you, Mike, and I'm not going to say it again. The only request I have is you take down that video with Anthony and accusing him of things. That's all I ask. Because I want my friend to continue making videos. That's all. Just take down the video. I don't know anything
about this. I'm just telling you, I don't know anything about this.
Okay.
Just like I don't know about your situation, Lisa. I mean, I really, really don't. I tried to go backwards on the tape, and it won't let me go back that far. So I don't know. Okay. I don't get to see anything that went down.
You know what, Paul? It's best you did.
Okay.
Probably. Ignorance is bliss, and I'm full of it, ladies and gentlemen. I'll always tell you that.
Me too. Don't know.
I love you guys. Like I said, everybody that's here has been respectful. I will be respectful to people. I have no problem. I've said that at least once to an ex-wife, Paul. I have 2 ex-wives. I have 2 tours of duty before Jessica passed. So, yes. I'll tell you one word I do not like. And I think out of my almost 54 years of existence, I've only said it twice, and I shouldn't have said it. Is the C word, ladies and gentlemen, and I will not say that again. I was young, I was dumb, and I was drunk. That doesn't give me an excuse for the behavior or the reaction of when I use that word. I'm just saying that that's the word I won't use for anybody. Mason didn't start drama; he's just concerned.
Yeah.
And that's all. And I love the concern. I'm concerned. I was concerned for Lisa. I have, like I said, I've been on Lisa's channel. I've been on Paulcast's channel. I have been respected and respectful to both sides. I've been on Richard's channel. I've been on Mason's channel. I've been on Rachel's channel. And
I'm gonna say something. I'm gonna say something to Richard since Richard's watching his chat. Richard.
He came on for a split second.
I'm trying to get him on here. I don't know what's going on.
I understand where you're coming from, Richard. I understand where you're coming from, Richard. But I feel fine. I feel fine. If anything gets said to me, Richard, I can defend myself now.
Paul.
Good evening, ladies and gents.
Yes.
I kind of want to see that guy's face right now.
That almost sounded like Peter Griffin. That was great. Oh boy.
I'm Peter
I
Griffin.
hope my stupid internet isn't doing. Oh, I gotta say this like this, though, DJ Trish here. So here's my bad George Takei. Oh my. That's my imitation.
Yeah.
Oh my.
Oh
In
my.
all seriousness, though, Richard. In all seriousness, though, Richard. Out of respect for your best wishes, I am going to delete that photo before the end of the night.
No, you don't have to delete it. No, you don't have to delete it.
What photo? Wait a minute.
Richard,
What
can you
photo?
change your name?
Oh,
Richard, please change your
nothing, just the
I've been
visible ray
framed.
photo.
No.
Richard, can you change your name, please?
Oh.
What?
Change your name.
His name is now #1 Pete Best fan. He will not listen to any Beatles recordings from 60 on. All 60 to 62. It stops at the first take of Love Me Do. That's
And
it.
for the
If
record,
Pete Best, he is the #1 Pete Best fan.
I saw your comment to me, Richard, on Facebook. For the record, Paul's my friend. That's why I'm here.
I'm crazy too. It helps.
So I was gonna go to bed, and I actually tried to, but I had insomnia.
Welcome to my world.
Good Robin Williams movie.
Yeah. I can deal with it. I used to work nights, so there you go. Hey, Ethan.
Hello, Ethan.
Hi,
I'm trying to be nice right now.
We got one more
I'm only
spot
gonna be
open,
on-
Ethan.
Yeah.
Come on, buddy. We got one more spot open.
Come and play your guitar.
Yeah, well, I don't mind putting him on if he wants, but I'm going to probably only be on for about 15 more minutes. But I'll put him on if Ethan wants.
Yeah.
I have no problem with that because I do have to get up early. That's the only reason why I'm kind of having a cutoff here. 'Cause I love being here, and tomorrow night I could gap a lot more.
He's been
work Sunday
backstage for
more.
10 minutes.
I just, because of the situation, I wanted to come on for a little while.
Paul.
And I've had
Paul.
awesome company. This is my awesome company.
He says he's been backstage
Yes.
for 10 minutes. Or 15 or whatever. He says he's been backstage for 10 minutes.
All right, now look. Psychedelic contestant has seriously, truthfully, only popped on here in the last 60 seconds or less. He was not on here before. So I'm not ignoring you, Ethan, but you just showed up in here. Ladies and gentlemen, my
You're not
sixth
wrong.
member of the Brady Bunch Square.
You know, it took a little lying to get
See?
in.
No, you shouldn't
And
lie.
Paul-
Here's my maturity.
In fairness, I have been here for about 2 minutes, like waving, trying to get attention.
Ethan, lying is not going to get you good. Going to get you places. I know because
I don't
lying
give a
is
shit.
So wait a second. So here's in my little world here, I get the first line is the first 5 people, including me. The second line is the 6th person, and because I'm a tight ass, and I won't spend. This is my 20-hour free month thing. Okay, I can only have 6 people, so the 6th person gets dropped on a second line, I guess. So that's why, Ethan, I only saw the top of your head, and I'm like. Oh, and then Mason said something, and it was a combination of the two, and that's how I saw you were here.
I'm sorry for lying. I wanted to come on.
Oh God, let's.
Macca, can you change your name?
I'm just fucking.
You don't like this one either.
So-
You don't like this one either,
Just make the
Lisa.
normal name, Macca. People are going to ask questions in the peanut gallery. Change it again.
All right, I'll change it. All right. Let's see if this one is okay
Where's
with
Jesus?
you. Let's see if this one's all right with
Make
you,
my
Lisa.
free code.
Let me.
I was singing very badly when I came home here. The Guess Who's These Eyes came on the radio, and I was singing really bad with like, ah! these eyes will never go. And I was like, just at the top of my fucking lungs. And then the windows were up so nobody could hear me. I was just like, crying. I never said it. Sing. Never.
How's this, Lisa?
That's right. DJ Trish says, honesty is the best policy, and a lie will kick you in the ass.
Well, I lie when I have to lie.
In all defense, today does not seem like the day of moral superiority in the vinyl community.
No, the vinyl community has, that one scene in the vinyl, that one scene in Community. That's how I feel like the vinyl community is. Where Troy, I think it's Troy, and he has the pizza, and the whole house is going on fire. That's how I feel about the vinyl community right now. Troy from Community.
Okay.
This is what I feel, Mac. I'm going to show you a GIF, Mac.
Well, is this name okay? Is this name okay, Lisa?
Yeah, that's fine.
I hate Heather Mills. I think we all do.
I hate Heather Mills and her leg.
Who's chuckling? I like that. They were like,
this is what's happening.
Like a stifling penguin.
Accurate representation of what's happening today.
Hang on.
That's an accurate representation.
I love that show so much.
That's an accurate representation.
I love. Yeah. Oh God, that was the what was it? That was the 20-sided die, right, or some shit. And they keep dropping it. It's different alternate scenarios. I remember that episode. That was funny.
Yeah.
I love Community. That was such underrated. Hey, we are owed a goddamn movie. We got 6 seasons. I don't know why you're big again, Lisa. I didn't do that.
Look at my new name.
We owed a movie.
I've only seen the first season.
Since you asked the question, Mike Pre-Code, I would like to see.
Oh, you need to catch up, Ethan.
Let me tell you what kind of videos I would like you to see you make, Mike Pre-Code. I'd like to see you make videos where you don't put anybody in the videos and bash them. If you could do that, it'd be great.
If you could do that, then
you asked me what videos you want. You want people to have, you want to make. I'm telling you, leave my BC friends out of your videos.
Paul.
That's all.
Yes.
Yeah, but
Could somebody?
Nobody remembers but nobody remembers the nice wife or the nice husband.
You're getting stomped on. Okay,
yeah, but nobody remembers the nice wife or nice husband. Tim, they remember the bitch.
Richard, look at my new name.
Oh boy. Hey, wait a minute. Let me see if I can say.
Oh my God.
Let me see if I can say.
I hate Heather Mills and Yoko Ono. That would have been good.
All right.
What kind?
Fuck Yoko Ono. She wrote on. Oh wait.
Okay. If you
Ringo wrote a song. Let's stick it on the fridge.
If you can make a positive video, which I know is hard for you to do, but if you can make a positive video that doesn't involve bringing down people within the vinyl community, that'd be cool. I think there's about as much chance. I think there's about as much chance of that happening as me making a positive video, a nice video about Heather Mills and Yoko. If you didn't want to hear my opinions, Mike, you should have not asked. But that's how I feel. I want kumbaya.
I try to give everybody a chance.
And happiness. That's what I want you to do.
Listen, I'm not going for kumbaya. I'm not being unrealistic here. Okay. I'm just trying to have a nice oasis. And that wasn't a music joke.
This is what I want. I'll play it for you.
Now I got Wonderwall in my head.
Maybe you're gonna be.
No, not Wonderwall. Is that the Indian? Is that the Indian music album?
Champagne supernova
Yeah.
in the
It's actually
sky.
Richard. It's
Oh.
actually pretty damn good. The
I don't like
the
his
wrong
Indian
music.
music,
All
period.
we are saying
I
is
say
he's a chance. All
I say
we
if you're gonna listen to the Wonderwall music soundtrack, you gotta go for like Red Lady 2 or Speed or something like that. Those are some of the best instrumentals on that album.
both, Mike. What the hell?
That wasn't McCartney.
Love is understanding. It's in everything we do.
I like that. That's right. Give peace a chance.
Love one another.
I hate Heather Mills and Genesis.
Well, okay, why do you hate Genesis?
Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Did you say Genesis?
Wait.
Yeah.
Why, hold
What
on,
did Genesis ever do to you?
hold on. Why did you have to just slip Genesis in there?
Mm.
Is it because you've heard
Did
people
Phil
say,
Collins shit
you know,
on you?
They're-
I want to know.
are you just did you hear
They're
people
probably-
excited that they got the like tickets to see the new Genesis tour, and you're like,
I wouldn't go,
that's someone
I wouldn't
people
go see
like.
that. I wouldn't go see that freaking thing if you just paid me to go see it.
Okay,
Richard,
why
Richard,
do
This
you
is
hate
games
Genesis?
without frontiers, war without tears,
Richard.
sir.
Richard, name one Genesis song, and I'll let you off the hook.
Name
Name
one.
one
in
Genesis.
the air tonight. It's Phil
That's
Collins.
not
with them.
Genesis. That's
That
not
is
Genesis.
freaking
It's Phil
Phil
Collins.
Collins' solo
Thank you, Mike.
album.
That's right.
It's Phil Collins. Same difference.
It's Spacebound.
Okay,
You know what,
no,
Phil
that's like saying Sledgehammer is
Richard.
Genesis.
Richard.
Sledgehammer is
I
not
play a
my
game
Genesis.
at work.
name.
No, I know,
Oh,
it's
Phil
like
Collins
saying.
or Genesis when the radio comes on.
I'll give you a clue of Richard for a Genesis song.
Richard, read my name.
I am going to name. Let me tell you.
Oh Lord.
Let me tell you something. Let me tell you something, you 99-cent store prog fan. You should get into Genesis because your music taste is very, very small. And if you listen to Genesis,
Ugh.
maybe your music taste would be better, you 99-cent store prog fan.
Oh.
I said it. And no, Rush does
99
not
cents.
count.
Richard, I'll give you another
Everybody
chance.
says Rush.
I'll give you another chance. Name a Genesis song.
No, I don't know any because I hate. I don't know.
Okay,
Rush
and you
song.
can't have an opinion on Genesis if you don't know
I've heard
anything
some-
about
I've heard-
Genesis.
Richard, name a Rush song.
That's
Rush
right.
song,
If you don't
maybe.
know it, you can't.
Name one. Name a
A
Rush
Rush song I can name because Rush is actually a good band.
Okay, name one.
I can name tons of Rush songs.
Okay, name a Rush
Bird.
song.
Subvisions, Free Will, The Trees, Tom Sawyer, Working Man,
Okay, name a Genesis song.
Rebachetta. Man.
I'll name
Name
you
a
a Rush
Genesis
song.
song.
I'll
Richard,
you
name a
Rush
yes
You ready?
song.
All right.
Oh,
Oh, I can name a yes song.
I wasn't asking you, Mason. I'm asking
roundabout.
Richard.
Roundabout. When there are only
name it.
few
Oh,
when there are only few songs I like from them.
Of
Oh,
course
come
you
on,
would say.
Richard.
Of
Come
course you
on.
would
There's
say
There's
roundabout.
yours is no
Everybody says
disgrace.
roundabout.
There's Siberian, whatever the second part of the title is. There's Close to the Edge, the song. There's
Ugh.
First off, if you're gonna
Perpetual
say Rush,
Change.
you're not allowed to say
Those are
Tom
like the
Sawyer.
best yes songs.
Richard, name
I
a
love
King
Trick of the
Crimson
Tail.
song.
That's one of my favorites.
Mick
That's
Jagger
a
would
nice
beat
transition
Mick,
album between Peter Gabriel and Phil Collins.
Mick Jagger would beat it. Mick Jagger would beat what's his face? What's his name? That got John Anderson up. He would beat him up.
Name
John
a King
Anderson is
Crimson
God,
song.
so you don't mess with him, Richard.
Come on, name a King
What?
Crimson song.
Name a King Crimson song.
20th century schizoid man.
Okay, you know what? Color me impressed.
Yeah, good job. You don't need to know any Genesis songs, but
I have no desire to know
Well,
any Genesis
Lisa, I
songs.
wouldn't let him off the hook like that.
okay.
I have no desire to know any
Here's
Genesis
the
songs.
question, Richard: Peter Gabriel era or Phil Collins era?
Neither.
Okay. Phil Collins or Peter Gabriel?
At least he didn't say the Ray Wilson era.
Answer wisely. Who's better?
Genesis
whoever that
fans will
is.
know what I'm talking about.
Whatever he said.
Hi, Merrick.
Whatever he said.
Right.
Name a Peter Gabriel song, Richard.
I can name a couple Phil Collins songs because they're on the damn radio.
That wasn't the question.
Richard.
Oh, I don't
Name
know
a
any
Peter
of Peter.
Gabriel
I don't know
song.
any of Peter Gabriel's
They
music.
are on the radio just as much as Phil Collins songs.
Richard.
What?
Name a Brian Wilson solo song.
No.
Oh.
I know. I'll give you a hint, Richard.
It always comes back to the Beach Boys with you.
I tell you what. I would rather sit with Mason for 10 hours. I tell you what.
Sorry,
I would
I'm in
rather
a
sit with
pissy
Mason
mood
for
tonight.
10 hours and talk. I would rather sit with Mason for 10 hours and talk about the Beach Boys and talk about Genesis for 5 minutes.
Well,
That's how
Richard,
much I think.
You know what, Richard? You just don't want to listen to Genesis because you like Paul McCartney. You're so far up Paul McCartney's you know what that you can't see there are things outside.
Oh,
He doesn't just like Paul McCartney. He also likes Dominic Fike.
Yeah, and he likes Beck too.
Paul McCartney would beat Peter Gabriel and Phil Collins up.
Correction. He likes 3 artists: the Beatles, Wings, and Paul McCartney.
Yeah, and Phil Collins. Phil Collins is a little fanboy. Phil Collins is a little fanboy when Paul McCartney's up.
Name a song of Phil Collins besides "In the Air Tonight."
Phil Collins is a little fanboy. He wanted Paul McCartney's autograph when he met him. Man, come on, get real, man.
I was going to say the thing that he did for Tarzan.
No, Tarzan. No. That's a good song. It's "You'll Be in My Heart." It's a good one.
You're a professional musician. Go up to another professional musician and ask for an autograph. Come on.
Okay, well that's okay. You what's name a Phil Collins song, Richard, besides "In the Air Tonight"?
Oh God. What's the name of that studio or whatever? I like that one.
Close.
I don't know how to pronounce it. Something. Misunderstanding.
Think twice. It's another day for you and me and blank.
Wait, did you just accidentally name a Genesis song?
He did.
Misunderstanding.
That was a top 10 too.
I thought there was.
Well, the broken clock is right twice a day.
There must
misunderstanding. I thought that was a Phil Collins song.
There must be some kind of mistake.
That's actually a decent song. That's the only song they do I like.
She was late. So
that's the only song they do that I like.
Richard.
Let's see.
Richard, name
Mason,
a
I swear
David
to God,
Bowie
if
song.
you bring up the Beach Boys or a member of the Beach Boys.
Yeah, come on, Mason. Let's talk about the Beach Boys. Let's talk about Mike Love.
No, everybody.
Let's talk
Brian
about
Wilson.
Kokomo.
Richard, this one's gonna bring down the house. Richard,
ooh, I wanna take
a David Bowie song.
What?
Name a David Bowie song.
Oh, that's easy. Fame, Changes, China Girl. I mean.
So you do like David Bowie? Wow, you do actually like David Bowie.
Okay, we're gonna do another artist. Let's see. Name a Cat Stevens song. Since you're a Cat Stevens fan, name a Cat Stevens.
Come on.
Name one.
Children play Wild World. Remember the days at the schoolyard.
Whoa. I'm impressed. Okay.
Trouble. Come on.
Okay, because you did this singer and songwriter.
Wait a minute. What was that last one?
Trouble.
Did you say me and Julio down by the schoolyard?
No, I didn't say Julio down by the schoolyard.
I thought you did.
I said Trouble.
It's not quiz time, man. It's an interrogation.
I said remember the days at the old schoolyard.
Richard, name a song by BTS.
Oh, okay. Sorry.
Oh, don't even get me started now. He doesn't know any BTS song. Only one he knows is the one I showed him.
Name a song by who?
BTS.
I don't know any.
Name a song by who?
I don't know any.
Name a song by the Who?
There's
Well, he
no
said
peace
name
in
a
Oh,
this
song.
by the Who?
world.
By the Who? I could do that all night.
Yeah, that's easy.
Yeah.
Let's see. Hmm.
Love
Who?
Rain Over Me. Love that one. Pinball Wizard. Great
Oh
song.
Lord.
Yeah.
I'm glad we're not talking.
Wise, My Generation.
Oh, I got a real one that Richard cannot answer here. Name a song by Pink Floyd from the album Piper at the Gates of Dawn.
No good. I don't know their album.
No. Let's make it easier for him. Just name a Pink Floyd song in general.
Money.
I knew you would
Eh.
get that one.
That was the one.
Name a song. Name a song from the Soul Brothers 6.
Who?
The Soul Brothers 6.
Who's the Soul Brothers 6?
What's that?
You can't.
Because I've
Richard,
never heard of them.
Richard, name a song by Michael Jackson that's not on Thriller or Off the Wall.
Oh my God. Jam. Black or White.
Richard, name a song by Michael Jackson off the Invincible album.
You Rock My World.
Okay,
Ooh.
I forgot about that one.
You rock my world, you know you did. No, okay.
Seamus.
Yeah.
I stopped buying MJ after Bad.
You know what
I
you
didn't
forgot?
like Dangerous.
Richard, you
I
forgot
didn't like
the greatest-
Invincible.
You forgot the greatest 90s song by Michael Jackson. You know what that is? You Are
What?
Not Alone, Remember the Time.
Oh, remember the time. Great. Yeah.
I love that video. And also, I love the one that Justin Timberlake did. Remember the one Justin
The
Timberlake did?
VC's here with you.
Richard.
No, we're going.
Here's a
Oh,
chapter
this is
beat.
gonna be the
I'll be
this is gonna
back
be the
to
best one.
you.
Richard, name a Paul McCartney song that he did with Kanye West.
Oh God. 4 or 5 seconds.
Medley's
Besides that one.
You mean the one where
Oh,
Kanye's
God, I don't
governed?
know what. I don't know what.
okay. No. I'm gonna make it.
I don't even I don't know what the name of the song he did with Kanye was.
Let's make
All
it
day.
easy.
I don't even
All
think
day.
Paul remembers it.
Okay, we're gonna do some 80s stuff for Richard. Name a Depeche Mode song.
Oh, I don't like Depeche Mode at all.
Oh, I can name
Why?
you some. Policy of Truth, Enjoy the Silence, Personal Jesus.
Yeah, those are good. People are people. It's also good. Don't let me down.
Pick up the
Again. Great
receiver,
song.
I'll make you a believer.
Oh, you know what's my favorite Depeche Mode song? Behind the Wheel. I love that one. There's a performance they did in 1988 at the Rose Bowl. Great performance.
Richard, can you name a song? Oh, I forgot what band I was going to ask. Carry on.
I got to think of another band for Richard. Let's see.
Let me think of let me
By the
think of a
Yardbirds.
song.
Do you
Let
know
me
any
think of
song?
an artist
Name
I
a
can-
song by the Yardbirds.
For Your Love. Heart Full of
Okay.
Soul.
Ooh, I'm impressed.
Let me
Richard,
think of an artist I
okay,
can.
Richard, we oughta really. Okay, Richard, this is gonna be a tricky one, Richard. Name a song for Van Halen.
Oh, come on, that's easy. Even though I hate them. Even though I can't
Come
stand
on.
Van Halen.
Our
it's
Lord and
easy.
Savior Eddie Van Halen passed away.
Jamie,
What, you can't stand Van Halen?
Man, running with the devil.
Oh yes, Run with the Devil. Great.
Hartford teacher, come on.
I'm impressed, Richard. Very impressed.
Richard, name a song by Yoko Ono.
No.
No, she goes like this.
That's my favorite one, Paul.
Yeah. Okay, we gotta make it easy for Richard. I'm gonna think of an easy universal band.
There's your song by Yoko, Kiss Kiss. And the only reason I knew that one is because it's on the Double Fantasy album.
Okay, let me think of a band that's easy that Richard could. Let's do 90s for Richard. No. I'm thinking, Richard, of a band.
Name an early 90s style R&B
Name a song by Edward Fair.
Richard, name an early 90s style R&B song.
Oh God, I don't know any of that.
I'll give you a clue. I'll give you a clue. When you go to the
Destiny's
movie,
Child.
this person helps you find your seats. What do they call?
Oh,
He's not
Usher.
nine.
Yeah. All right.
You know, Usher was the first R&B artist I bought back in the day. I remember buying his My Way single at 14. Yeah. Just thought I'd throw that out there.
Usher equals no talent, but that's just my own opinion.
Hey, I was 14. I was 14, and Usher had a really nice six-pack, okay? I wasn't paying attention to his talent. 14-year-old.
Name a song. How about the Letterman?
The Letterman. Someone's going to name one for you,
A
Richard.
Letterman.
Can you name a song
David.
by the Letterman?
Oh, Richard.
My viewership
okay,
just dropped in half the minute
this
you
is some
said
serious
Letterman.
stuff right here. Guys, hear me out here. Richard,
Okay,
name a
this is
song.
my strategy. My strategy is I'm just going to go back before any of you were even born. You guys are going to do this. I'm just going to go back.
Richard, name a song from the Purple Rain soundtrack, since you've claimed that you've never heard the album, but yet you've claimed that it's a fantastic album, even having not even heard the whole album.
And one that isn't the song Purple Rain.
I don't know.
My point exactly. You can't
Ladies
say
and gentlemen.
you cannot say that an album is fantastic when you've never even heard it.
And you can't say you don't like Genesis if you
Ladies and
can't
gentlemen.
intentionally say a Genesis song.
Think about it. There is
Ladies
a
and
great
gentlemen,
song.
You are not going to find
Why don't you start it? Why don't you?
quality
Yeah.
programming on the Game Show Network.
Richard.
Only
Yeah.
here, ladies
Why
and
don't
gentlemen,
you? Why
with
don't you?
music
Why don't you?
irrigation with Richard Dolan.
Okay, Richard. I'll give you a clue.
Why don't you start a Genesis podcast,
No.
Ethan, and let me do the Beatle one.
Let me tell you
Okay.
something, Richard.
Fair enough.
There's a song on this Purple Rain album about animals. Think about it.
Oh, that's a good idea.
It's
Name a
very
song.
popular
yeah.
song.
That one.
And by the way, Ethan, I think you should change the name of that podcast. By the way,
Why?
Okay, Richard. I'm gonna break your heart,
'Cause,
Richard. I'm surprised.
it's called Fans on the Run, and your podcast is a Beatles podcast.
Richard.
And
I'm
your point
surprised.
That's a Paul McCartney. That's Paul McCartney song. That's not a Beatles song.
It's still Beatles related.
Paul McCartney was in the Beatles.
They have
Richard.
to go.
Yeah, but I don't think that's fair to
And
Paul that
there's
you
only
used his
one
song.
Why
toilet
isn't it fair to
for
Paul?
the fans on the run.
Why didn't you say When Doves Cry? I'm surprised you don't know the song. When Doves
Richard.
Cry.
Name a song from Pink Floyd's Animals.
Oh God! I'll just pick a random animal.
Let's see.
Dog.
Dogs.
Mhm.
Sheep.
Dog.
Pigs.
Pig.
Pigs. Yeah, pigs too.
Pigs is a good song. Think about it, Richard. The
Well, I mean, Animals is the best Pink
album
Floyd
is-
album by far.
album is about animals. What animals would you find in a farm? Think about what are popular animals you would find in a farm. I'll give you a clue.
Dirty deeds
Best
with
friend.
sheep.
You got the answer, Richard?
Paul, I didn't know you were Welsh.
Dirty
Okay, here's
deeds
another
and they're
clue.
done with sheep.
Think about it, Richard. Man's best friend. What is it? Man's best friend.
Man, you.
You are counting.
Lisa, he already said dogs.
Good. Richard knows
I
that.
said that.
I know I'm defending you here, Richard. And you know
Yeah.
what? I'll give you a pass because you actually know what the name of my show is, and I don't know if anyone else here does.
Yeah,
So you
I
get a
think
pass
you should change
there.
it. I seriously think you should change it.
No. I think Ethan should keep his channel however he wants it. It's his channel.
Change it to something like, I don't know, think of a Beatles song and use it.
When I find myself in trouble.
Oh, wait. I got one for you, Ethan. Things we
You
said
know
today.
the name,
no, wait,
look up the
that's already
podcast.
taken. That's already taken. Things we said today is already taken, isn't it? Yep.
We gotta make
Yeah, it is.
It's either
Yeah.
Basically, name any Beatles song, and there's already a podcast with that name.
You know the name. Look up the podcast.
Is there a
Oh
podcast?
God, that's an awful name.
What about a Hard Day's podcast?
You clog the drain. Look up the plumber.
Ethan, a Hard
Yes,
Day's
Mason.
podcast.
That's not a
The
good
Ruddles
name.
did
I'm
that one.
sorry. I'm in a
Well,
very
okay, fine
irritable
then.
mood, and I'm resistant to all suggestions.
The Something New podcast.
I think that's already been done.
Something. Oh, that.
Okay, we gotta think. I gotta think of a harder
I bet you the
band.
number one Pete Best fan one is an honor.
Mm.
That one's probably easy to take.
Sergeant
Number one
Ethan's
Pete Best
Lonely
fan.
Hearts Club podcast.
Name every song off Venus and Mars, Lisa.
There's Richard, guys.
I don't know every song
In the middle
off
of
of
it.
Venus
Come
and
on.
Mars. Well, am I supposed to know every song
Hey,
off Venus and
I
Mars?
like his idea.
Venus and Mars.
What's the new
Rock
Mary
Show,
Jade?
Love and Song. You gave me the answer. Magneto and Titanium Man. Letting
Why don't you
Go.
just not do
Spirits of
Paul
Ancient
McCartney?
Egypt. Medicine Jar. Call Me Back Again. And I'm not naming them in order though, but I think I'm getting them all.
Choose another
Crossroads.
band, Richard, and I'll name a song for them. Choose another
Let me know
band.
if I missed one, Richard. Did I miss one?
Richard, stop
P.U.
me.
Pinchloff. Name a song from P.U. Pinchloff.
I pee in the toilet.
That was an
What was
the name
outtake,
of-
Lisa, but I'll accept it.
What was the name of Tiny Tim's first album, Lisa?
Oh, I don't know. God bless Tiny
Midget
Tim.
Mike.
How the fuck did you know that?
Because I love Tiny Tim. Boom.
Richard, name all of the
Yeah.
songs
Oh,
on the original British version of A Hard Day's Night.
The original heart.
She loves you, yeah.
What'd you ask him, the UK or the
US?
I said UK.
Well, that's easy.
I don't know the.
Well-
I don't know the versions.
Well, just name all the tracks on A Hard Day's Night. Like the version that's like the standard version now. Name all of the tracks on A Hard Day's Night.
Let's see.
A Hard Day's Night.
I should have known better. If
Mason,
I
don't give
fell-
him
A
help.
Hard Day's Night. I should have known better. Tell me why.
Night. He poked me with his log.
I love and I love her.
Richard. Name every song on Pet Sounds.
No.
Oh,
Mason,
yes.
I don't think Mike Love could name every song on Pet Sounds.
Could you, Ethan?
I
Mm.
probably not.
I can only name 4 songs on Pet Sounds.
The good one.
I can
The
name
ones
5.
I can name.
I can maybe name 5. Let me think. I know there's Caroline No. There's Sloop John B.
That's a beautiful song, Caroline.
God Only Knows. Wouldn't it be nice?
Another beautiful song. Another beautiful song.
You ready to get impressed? Wouldn't it
I
be
know
nice?
there's an
You still
answer.
believe in me. That's not me. Don't talk about your head on my shoulder. I'm waiting for the day. Let's go away for a while.
I wasn't
Sloop
made
John
for
B.
these
God only
times.
knows. I know there's an answer here today. Not the Paul McCartney song. I just wasn't made for these times. The Pet Sounds title track, also instrumental, and Caroline No. In that
And-
exact order.
Bonus track.
Bone
Hang
Dixon
on to your
sounds like
ego.
a bad burlesque performer.
Which is
from the
basically the
40s.
same
I
thing
don't
as I
even
know
think
there's
the
an
Beach
answer.
Boys. I don't
No, I
even
know.
think the Beach Boys.
You with
I
that
don't even think
trombone.
Brian Wilson could do this.
Mm.
I don't even think Brian Wilson could do this. I don't even think he cares either.
Tim Allen says, "Is Mike Love even on Pet Sounds? I came back."
Yeah, he's on Sloop John B.
And he has a vocal. Wouldn't it be nice? And
Yeah.
he sings a lead
Mason, I
vocal,
think
actually.
you
Yeah,
officially.
he
Mason,
does
I
sing
think
a
you
couple leads on
officially
the
care.
album.
God
Mason,
only
I think-
knows how I feel about you.
Was that Tiny Tim, Paul?
Tiptoe through the
Through the tulips,
through the
in
Pet
the
Sounds.
garden.
Things to me that it childhood memories. I don't know why I'm singing Guns N' Roses.
Good
Richard.
vibrations. Da-da-da-da.
I got one that
Mason,
Richard
well,
will never be able to get.
Mason, I think you officially
Ladies
care
and
more
gentlemen,
about
from
the Beach.
K-Hell Records, Tiny Tim destroys the Beach Boys.
God only knows what I
And Trombone Dixie.
You know, Paul, I would pay to see that movie. There's
Especially
Godzilla
when she
versus
says
Kong.
homemade.
I would want to see Tiny Tim destroys the Beach Boys.
Hello, I'm Tiny Tim. I'm here to destroy the Beach Boys. No, you're not. I'm Mike Love. You can't
Mike Love, you
destroy the
bitch.
I'm
You're going
Mike
down
Love.
first.
I'll
No,
do my
Mike
Mike
Love has
Love.
an amazing
Yeah, I'm
voice.
Mike Love.
How
Yeah,
the hell
Tiny
did we
Tim,
get here,
you
ladies
can't
and
do that.
gentlemen?
I'm
I
Tiny.
don't know.
I'm Mike Love. Tiny
Yes.
Tim,
Well,
you can't do
well,
that.
Mason,
Did y'all
I
ever
think you,
see? Did
Mason,
y'all
I
ever see
think
his
you
Rock and Roll
officially
Hall
care.
of Fame induction speech?
Oh, I'd
Right,
love that
I'm
so
Mike
much. It's all about the harmonies. Those of you in
Well,
the audience who are
Oh,
musicians know what I mean.
well, Mason, I
The
think you
United
officially,
States is only
I think
6%
you
or 10%
officially care
of the
more
world
about the Beach Boys
population.
than the Beach Boys do.
I'm Mike Love.
And that's
Well,
why
of
I
course
brought
I do.
Muhammad
They sold
Ali
off their
here.
band.
Muhammad Ali. Salam alaikum, Muhammad.
That one and the Howard Stern interview.
I am Mike Love. And
Oh,
I
that
don't
too.
like Mick
I'm
He's
Mike
just
Jagger.
as
Love.
bad in that one.
Mike Love has got such an ego. Be kind to the dead. Well,
You know,
Mike
you
Love
can
is.
kind of, in some aspects, you can kind of compare Mike Love and Paul McCartney.
I love the dead.
By the way, Merrick, I love Tiny Tim. Okay, I'll admit it. I love Tiny Tim.
Remember, kids, Mike Love, not war.
I know. Tiny Tim. I'm just silly.
You know what? I remember when
I
Mike
like him
Love
better
was
than
on-
Mike Love.
Yeah, God only knows why.
I'd like to see Tiny Tim get up here and do "I Get Around," as opposed to tiptoe through the.
He could probably
Some
do it.
But he's too chicken shit to come
Yeah,
up on
he's too
stage.
chicken shit to get up on stage with the Beach Boys.
The-
I
the-
still love. He's like, I'd like to see the mop tops.
Seriously,
here.
I remember when I showed Richard that clip, and he literally said that he wanted to break his phone screen. That he was that pissed off.
My favorite part is when he's
Yeah,
like,
what was
I'd
it?
like to see the Fab Four play 300 shows a year. And then it cuts to Julian Lennon in the audience, like looking at someone, like taking like a drag from his cigarette.
My
He
favorite
just
part
doesn't
is
know how to
when
keep his
Brian-
mouth
okay,
shut.
all right, you know what? My favorite part is when Brian's trying to read his speech, and Mike is just getting in his way, like standing in front of him. And I mean, the guy's trying to read his speech. Leave him alone, you know.
Right.
You know, if your grocery job doesn't ever work out,
All right,
Mason, you
guys.
can always write a Beatles. I'm not a Beatles, a Beach Boys biography book. You could totally write a book. How to Get Women by Luring with the Beach Boys.
How to Get Women by talking about the Beach Boys Love You.
Now that's a fantastic record.
It is a fantastic record. Thank you.
I gotta tell you, man. Like, The Night Was So Young, pure beautiful.
See, that's the thing that the Beach Boys had over the Beatles. The Beatles never had a song about Johnny Carson. Now I'll stand by that.
Johnny Carson is one of the most. It's one of the most definitive things on that record. I'll say that. And I read somewhere that Johnny Carson himself was not a fan of that song.
He
I wouldn't
said,
let
"Speak by his microphone." Johnny
Oh man, my
Carson.
favorite part is in the piano break where it goes dun 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 dun. You know that part?
Who's the man that we admire? Johnny Carson is a real live wire.
I wouldn't let Mike love me.
Is it Real Live Wire? Because I always thought it was Real Acquirer.
No, I think it's real live wire.
I always heard it as Real Acquirer, but then again, Mike Love with his typical nasal vocal, you can't tell what the hell it is.
You know, Mike Love never disappears. He follows me everywhere.
Oh, boy.
That's not creepy at all.
And you can't fact check that, so it must be true.
I had a dream about Mike Love.
Yeah.
He tried to woo me. He tried to woo me in a dream, and I told him, go away.
You ever, you guys ever hear about the Mike Love masterpiece for the Beach Boys, Summer in Paradise?
Oh, is that the one from the like
Oh, not this
1992?
again.
Yeah.
Is that the one with like the? It was
There's
like
the one with Mike
rap?
Love rapping about Baywatch girls.
That's awesome. I've seen this.
I still have to do an episode on
And the
that
fact
album
that
alone.
song made
how
it into
bad
an
it is.
episode of Baywatch. In fact, an episode that was written about a Baywatch episode that was written entirely about the Beach Boys and had them in the entire episode. It's like, come on, man. And by that point, Brian had rejoined the band, and you watch that music video, and he looks miserable.
I don't blame him. I read the book that he wrote. Brian Wilson went through a lot.
I wrote here today, yet I have
Yeah.
to sing this.
I wrote here today, and then Paul McCartney stole the title and wrote his own version.
All right, guys. I am going to slowly wrap this up. I have to. I love this. This turned out to be a pleasant, enjoyable stream by all. I am
Yeah.
so glad. I thank Lisa, Jeff. My head hurts. Mason, Ethan, Richard, who disappeared, and everybody in the studio audience.
Kumbaya.
Yes, Kumbaya, Merrick, Mike, Tim, everybody in the land. Thank you. Go Dub Bears. That's right. You know what? I hope they have a good season. I hope the Cubs are last. They're still last. That's okay. That's all right. We'll fight. But tomorrow night, maybe I'll do another one. I'm not going to promise right now, but we need a new episode of Saturday Night Nonsense, and but it won't be until about like probably 10 o'clock at the earliest my time. So I love you guys. You guys, you take care. God bless. Rock on, everybody. And remember,
I'm sorry
kids,
I had to lie
what's
to get
so
on
funny
here.
about peace, love, and understanding.
What's so funny about peace, love, and understanding?
Guys.
Do, 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 do.